Hello everybody, my name is 𝐏𝐿𝐿 and I'm here to tell you about a fix for a very common problem that I've been facing in ARK single player. Many of you may have already encountered this problem yourselves, and I would like to offer you two simple ways to, well, one simple and one not so simple way to fix that problem. I am talking about resources not respawning in single player. This might have happened to you in an area around your base, or more commonly in a far away area, let's say on a mountain where you go to harvest lots and lots and lots of metal, and one day you turn there and they haven't respawned. Now, why does this happen? Well, let me try to explain. In single player, the game is trying to regenerate resources in the area around you, in the loaded area. This means that around you, whilst you're logged in, all resources that you destroy will eventually reappear. In my experience, the game likes to forget about the respawning of resources if you log out and log in again. This is especially true for stuff that is not in your loaded area. Let's look at one example. The first example I would like to show you is right next to my base. Just about here, I've been harvesting trees for wood and then I logged out. And now, after, I believe, over an hour of playtime, those trees are not spawning back in. Now, there is a relatively simple way to re-trigger the respawn. In this case, we can try out the simple solution. This would just be harvesting some other resources in the general area. This can definitely re-trigger all the resources in the area around you. Let's take a step back and just watch and see what happens. And after about 20 minutes of waiting, the first trees are respawning. Eventually, this whole place will fill up again and be like it was before. The second example though, well, we might need to use a little bit more force to get stuff to respawn here. This place, if you're playing on the island, you might know it, is usually full of rich metal nodes. Now, I've made the mistake to harvest them all, fly back to my base and then log out. Since then, the game forgot that there was ever any metal here. The previous method of just harvesting some resources here doesn't seem to get them to respawn either. So, in this case, we'll have to go through a series of a little bit more complex steps, and I would very much like to advise you to pause the video, do one step after the other, and don't skip anything, otherwise you might lose stuff. Now, step one is actually to log out. Let's do that. In our settings of our local game, we are going to change some things temporarily. In the Advanced tab of the settings, we are going to scroll down a little bit and find the tab Resources Respawn Period. Now, I have mine set to 1.5 because that makes sense for me for single player purposes. We are going to manually type in something like that, close to 0. Well, now it automatically sets it to 0, which is fine. And then we are going to press Play Single Player. Now that we are back in the game, we are going to do something very important that you should not skip. Don't forget to do this. You are going to park all your gear, all the stuff you have in your inventory, including your armor, important, into one of your dinos. You should have nothing on you for this step. You done? You're naked? Okay. If not, strip right now. What we are going to do is press the key that opens the console. Just in case you don't know where that one is, you go into the key bindings and find the key for toggle console. In this case, that is R, because I have a German keyboard and German keys, and this is one of the ones that I barely use, because why would you? You press that key and you type in admin cheat, enable spectator. Boop! Now you are officially a ghost. You can fly. You can do all the things. Well, the only thing you cannot do is anything a player can do. You can just float around. This will come in handy pretty soon. What we are also going to do, and for that case, please don't have anything in the process of taming and the process of growing up. At least I would advise that. The next step that we are going to do is press the same key and say admin cheat slow-mo. This manipulates the rate at which time passes. Let's say 20. Now, everything is going fast, as are we. What we are going to do now is first take another look at this spot here. Whoop, hello. Nothing, whoop, already growing here. Hello. That was fast. Sometimes this doesn't trigger right away, and that case, and I won't have an opportunity to show that to you because this stuff instantly respawned, well, you might have to take a little tour around the edges of the map. That is something that definitely helps. In my experience, the problem with resources not respawning is easily resolved with the first method, the quick method, and if nothing else helps, you go into spectator mode, set slow-mo 20 and just cruise around the map until stuff has respawned. Now, to get out of spectator mode, you press your console key again and say admin cheat. First of all, we are going to set slow-mo to 1 to normal speed, and then admin cheat, disable spectator. And now we just respawn as if we had died. Good stuff. Now, don't forget to, after you have done all of this, go back into your menu and reset the resource respawn interval to a level that isn't as ludicrous as 0, because that, quite honestly sucks the fun out of everything. But for now, I hope this helped you a little bit. It definitely helps me time and time again. Please make sure to leave me a like. And in case you want more ARK content, please take a look around my channel and consider subscribing. Hope you're having a wonderful day. See you.